Sky bombing. What does this mean? My son is here. Fireworks? I don't understand. Oh, happy 4th of July. I forgot it was 4th of July. I keep forgetting. Like, multiple times I've forgotten that today is 4th of July. That always happens when it's a holiday. Am I stupid? Don't answer that. Do not answer that. Hello, my son. How are you doing today? On a scale from 1 to 10, 1 being terrible, 10 being amazing. Be honest. Meow. Hello, Sokar. How are you doing, twin? People have been shooting fireworks all week. Gosh, where is everyone? I know it's like a ghost town in here. Yeah, I know what you're saying. There have been a ton of fireworks over here as well. Hello, Retro. Hello, Sokar. Hello, Abodi. Hello, Reaper. Hello, Ashley. Greetings, twins. How are we all doing on a scale from 1 to 10? 1 being terrible, 10 being amazing, be honest. For the holidays, of course, I will be filming and then streaming. Hello, Rot. Greetings, twin. How are you doing? I'm doing something really out of the ordinary and really exciting for the 4th of July, which is streaming. Happy 4th, guys. Hello, Greg. Hello, the Duke man. It's good to see you, twin. Missed, my twin. Gulp. Is that the Kiwi that draws? Yeah, I actually do draw now. Do y'all know that I cranked out Ali's commission? Missed, wasn't it you that purchased his commission for him? I cranked that shit out. I haven't posted it yet in the final comms channel where I put all of my finished work, but I finished it yesterday. I locked the fuck in. I hyperfixated so much on that piece. And TBH, your drawings are insanely good. Oh, thank you, Abodi. Twin, you're very kind. I appreciate it. My art is okay. What happens so often is I'll create something that I'm satisfied with, and then I look at it more, and then I start to hate it. And then I look at it more, and then I hate it even more, and I just gotta distance myself. It's like when you take a selfie and you think it looks fine, and then you keep staring at it, and then suddenly you think it looks terrible. La 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 la. Meow. Hello. Yes, I did. Is it glorious? It is. I'm actually really proud of it. I love the hair. I took a lot of inspiration from the reference pics of Mai, the character that Ali sent, and I'm really happy with how the hair came out. Let's talk about intrusive thoughts, because I was having a streak of egregious thoughts last month. Interesting, Sokar. I don't have many intrusive thoughts. I'm not really familiar with the concept, because it's not something that happens to me to a large extent. Does anybody else here struggle with intrusive thoughts? Hello, Yasha. Greetings, twin. Drinking mocha latte? Based. I'm drinking water, not piss. La 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 la. Happy July 4th, Philip. Da, 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 da. Hello, Meatball Jones. Greetings, twin. How are you doing? The horrors have calmed down, but like, damn. That's good to hear, Sokar. I hope you're doing okay, twin. I have a ton of intrusive thoughts regularly. I feel that. Sometimes I have to flatten my projects when I Photoshop. What does that mean? I know in Procreate, flattening is like when you combine all the layers into one. Hello, new viewer. Greetings, twin. There's like too much lipstick on my lips. That feels a lot better. Bro, someone has fireworks so strong they knock stuff off the walls? What? How is that legal? What the hell? Why cup yellow? Obviously piss. Okay, so first of all, it's orange, not yellow. Hello, Animalocaris. Greetings, twin. This is orange. This is not yellow. Second of all, this is not piss. This is not pee. This is water. What do you mean that's yellow? Looks yellow. Oh my gosh. I swear to God it's orange. Is it the lighting? What's going on? It's literally orange. I have a yellow variant of this cup, and it's like significantly more yellow than this. Although, when I'm looking at my screen, it looks yellow. I swear to you, in real life it looks orange. Like, here. Let's compare side by side. See? See the difference? It still looks kind of yellow, but you can see what I'm getting at. Like, in real life, it looks much oranger. In real life, I say like this isn't real life. My streams are a simulation. The hardest part of intrusive thoughts in my experience isn't even actually not acting on them, it's dealing with the guilt you feel for having them. I get that. I get that. I don't know a lot about intrusive thoughts, but I have heard that before. How people struggle with the guilt and thinking like, why in the world would I be thinking this thing? Why would I be having these thoughts? Twitch stole my 22 stream streak and now I'm back at rock bottom. Twitch CEO, I will claim your soul for this transgression. I had a ton of intrusive thoughts. They were bad for like years. I still get them from time to time, but not as often or as bad. I'm glad to hear that they have subsided, Twin. Sokar, W5 stream streak. Why did Twitch steal your streak? What happened? It is yellow, not even lying. Bro, okay. You can think that it's yellow, but it's not. It is orange. I know it may not look like it in this lighting, but I swear it's orange. I swear. See? See? It matches that color. Sort of. This is yellow. It's, see? Right, guys? Come on, guys. You believe me, right? Gulp. Hi, Kiwi. How long are you screaming? So I'm not screaming, so I would say 0 seconds. Nope, still yellow. Okay. Okay. Oh, I forgot I had the bunny up. Hold up, I gotta reset all the media. Kibby shower. And then where's the other one? Banui. Do I have anything else? What else do I have? I just have Kibby and then I have oh, look at how cute the bunny is. Okay, we'll leave this bunny up. We'll leave just this bunny up. It's perfect. It's beautiful. Color of the cup is F5 AA01. Very piss yellow. It must just be my camera then. I mean, that's unsurprising considering that my lighting looks really yellow a lot of the time in my videos. Oh, hello Kasane Tedo, greetings twin. If you're still streaming after fireworks, I'll be back. Okay, twin. Sounds good. Fun fact, she has 80 bunnies. My delusional streamer. Okay, bro. Okay, Carrot. You should be familiar with the color orange if you're a carrot. I'm very disappointed. My hurt OCD gives me very extreme intrusive thoughts, and they cause me extreme guilt that can derail my day. It's been a lot better since I got a higher medication dosage. I'm glad to hear that it's getting better, twin. Intrusive thoughts and OCD is one of those psychological concepts that I'm not as educated on. Hello, Catermelon. Greetings, twin. Phoenix! Hello! Hello! Mama! Phoenix, how are you doing today on a scale from 1 to 10? 1 being terrible, 10 being amazing. Be honest. But yeah, for a while I actually thought that I have contamination OCD. I'm still not sure. If I do, it's really mild. It's just something that I consider. Because I'm very, very, very particular.
How are we doing, chat?
Hello, Cheetos. Thank you for the 24th twin. I appreciate it. I'm doing really good. I just filmed a couple videos and it felt wonderful. I'm doing like a 9 out of 10. I'm pretty happy today. How are you, Cheetos? So, what was I saying? What was I just talking about? Oh, OCD. Contamination OCD. So, like, for example, one thing that I used to do in my first year of college is I could not step on the ground and then get into bed. So what I did is I got socks, I sat on the edge of my bed, I put the socks on, and then I went to sleep. I couldn't have the floor contaminating my bed. Contamination OCD is a type of OCD that has to do with contamination. A lot of people think that OCD is just like being clean and organized, but it's a lot of other things as well. It can involve, I think it does involve, correct me if I'm wrong, rituals. One example that I always remember is Moist Critical talking about that one ritual where he would watch the same porn every single day and do the same routine and ritual with that specific video every single day. So like, it's not just being tidy. OCD is in fact ritualistic. And again, correct me if I'm wrong, because OCD is not something that I'm super educated on. But yeah. And contamination OCD is a more specific label that has to do with contamination, obviously. Cleanliness, germs, stuff like that. And I have considered the possibility that I have it just because I'm really particular about some things, like with hand washing, with my clothes, with my bed. I described to you the sock example of not being able to put dirty feet in bed. Like, I still wear socks to sleep every single day because I don't want to contaminate my bed with the floor. Even though, logically speaking, nothing's gonna happen if I step on the floor and then I step in my bed, but just the thought of it is like, wow. I opened ModView. A Bodhi says, I opened ModView by accident and now I'm scared to press anything. 37 out of 10, I'm getting on a hashtag plane to Puerto Rico in a few hours. Whoa, that's so awesome, Phoenix. Have fun, twin. Have fun. Nova, just checking if my name changes worked. Nope. The hard part is that it is very difficult to differentiate intrusive thoughts from my own thoughts a lot of the time. Like, I'll get afraid because my thoughts tell me that I am going to or can hurt someone, and then I seek reassurance because I'm afraid I already have or am capable of acting on that. Oh. I get that. I get that. I never really considered the possibility that it would be hard to differentiate between intrusive thoughts and non-intrusive thoughts. That's interesting. I forgot, depression was really bad today. Sorry to hear that, Mist. But I might be getting a little promotion at my job? Okay. Okay, wait, holy W, Mist? 7 out of 10. That's good to hear, twin. That's good to hear. I hope that you start feeling better, twin. Oh my gosh, I have a video on depression locked and loaded on my watch list on YouTube. I'm so excited. It's from Therapy in a Nutshell, and it's like 8 micro habits that fuel depression and burnout or something. Something like that. And I'm so excited to watch it. I'm so excited to watch it. I saw one short that took an excerpt from the video, and it was fire. It was fire. That is some deep, moist, critical knowledge. Yeah, I remember him talking about it in a past video. For a really long time, if any of a drink spilled out of its container, I would refuse to drink the rest of it. Would that count? Oh, like, again, I'm not a professional, but that does sound like OCD from a non-professional standpoint. Literally just a guess. So why is that the example we went with, Miss Pee-wee? Again, because I don't have a lot of experience with OCD. I haven't consumed a lot of media regarding people with OCD. That's one that I remember because it's silly, like it sticks out, it's memorable. I think another example, oh, hello Danny. Thank you for the raid, twin, I appreciate it. W Danny. Can I please get a W Danny in the chat? So, like I was saying, OCD is something that I'm not familiar with. I haven't consumed a lot of content on it, but I always remember that moist critical example because it's so silly. And another example that I remember, there was this one video of a man that had OCD, and he would think that there was a baby in his trash can. And so he would open up the trash can, he would search through it. Thank you for the follow, Danny. He'd open up the trash can, search through it, confirm that there's no baby, but then he would still feel like, what if there's a baby in there? So then he would search it all over again. He would keep doing that in a cycle. So like, that's another example of OCD. It's not just everything needs to be clean. Also, the rituals can look very different. Very, very different. You have Moist Critical watching the same porn video for like 2 years. You have this guy who his brain has convinced him there's a baby in his trash can. Even though he checks again and again, he just has this, is it a compulsion? I think it's a compulsion to check the trash can over and over again. Do you admit that my ideology is vastly superior to all others? An IQ too high? I have a cousin of mine, he has OCD. I think, like, if there's a chair out of place, he wants to take it. He first has to put it in its right place and then take the chair somewhere else. Oh, interesting, interesting. Socks are illegal to sleep in. Sleeping in socks is better. Those messages back to back are crazy. W Psychology Gang. Were you guys talking about psychology? What were you streaming about? That video made me feel so seen. What video? Have you seen the one that I'm talking about? The one about OCD? Hello, Meadow. Greetings, twin. Nikki Carry On is someone with OCD who did a great video about their OCD. Noted. Yes. Oh, wonderful. So, Meatball Jones, you know what I'm talking about. That's a really good example, and I feel like it's super eye-opening, especially for people who consider OCD to just be clean. I need my desk to be super organized. I'm so OCD. Oh my gosh, I hate it when people use actual disorders as an adjective. I'm so OCD, I'm so ADHD. Brother, pack it up. Hang up the jersey. Sleeping is in socks only if it's cold. I sleep in socks all the time. All the time. And I will defend this. That's what blankets are for? Yeah, but sometimes your toes get cold. Sometimes it's not enough. Exactly. Back when I was having really bad intrusive thoughts around forks and using them for things that weren't eating, and I found out about pure OCD and that exposure therapy helps, so I carried around the fork, as dumb as that sounds, and stopped having the intrusive thoughts mostly. That's awesome, dude. Wait, that's genuinely fascinating. I really respect that. Yeah, in the things that I did learn about OCD, I heard that exposure therapy is the best way to combat it. So if I have contamination OCD, which I'm not sure about, part of the reason why it's so mild is because I mostly ignore it. Like if I'm hesitant to do something like, oh, my hands aren't clean enough, I can't eat. I touched my phone once to respond to a text, so now it's too dirty. I need to wash my hands again before eating. I try to just do the thing anyway and not listen to the thought. And if I have contamination OCD, that action of just doing it anyway and ignoring the thought telling me my hands are too dirty helps to keep it at bay. So yeah, Duke, that's awesome and respectable and fascinating. I measure the seasons by my socks. Winter is when I wear socks all day and all night. Summer is when I'm barefoot night and day as much as possible. The funny thing is, I like wearing flip-flops. I mostly wear socks at night. I don't like the feeling of my toes touching the blanket. That video is a great example, but another important point is that OCD can be the opposite of cleanliness. Hoarding OCD is very common, and people go undiagnosed with it for their entire lives. It's the overwhelming compulsion or attachment to certain objects that makes it feel impossible to get rid of them. Interesting, fascinating. I never even heard of that. I cringe every single time I hear a person claim they have a mental disorder just because of their little quirk. Hee, I have a little bit of ADHD. Yeah, I must admit, it does bother me quite a bit when people speak about disorders with zero education, just like negative education. People oftentimes, like influencers or online figures, claiming, oh, I'm so ADHD, I'm so OCD. Like, come on now. What are we doing, bro? No, you're not. Sometimes. I mean, of course, they could have OCD or ADHD, but I feel like a lot of the time, they're just using it as an adjective because it's trendy. So I need to carry around my phone until I don't want to scroll. William Hours. What? William Hours. John phone. I don't know if it's OCD, but I would never give my AirPods to anyone. Again, I'm not a professional, but I don't think that's OCD. I wouldn't give my AirPods to anyone either. I don't want somebody's earwax on my AirPods. I clean my AirPods like once a week using rubbing alcohol. This conversation is making me aware of my socks being on currently. I'm so quirky. I have trauma because my dad hits me when I don't clean the house, and now I'm scared of dirty houses. Person I know. What? I can't stand wearing socks. Bothers my goofy hobbit feet. Holy based reference. Also, refer to my prior message about my own research. The video is a great example. Wait, what? ¿Dónde está? I've done a lot of research more recently as I work with my counselor on it. Basically, that sounds exactly like contamination OCD because the two main parts of OCD that are involved in an official diagnosis is that A, you know your thoughts are illogical but feel an overwhelming compulsion to do them, and B, your compulsions and thoughts actively consume considerable time within your day. So, like, you lose multiple hours doing rituals or dealing with thoughts. So, I don't lose multiple hours. I probably lose, like, a countable number of minutes. It's just washing my hands. I guess one thing that's really inconvenient is my clothes. I can't, as soon as I shower, the clothes that I put on must be clean. And I have this really weird and elaborate system of, like, I organize my clothes on my bed based on how dirty they are. So, certain clothes toward the end are dirty, and I can only wear them if I just went on a run or something and I'm disgusting, and that's the only time I can wear them. There's clothes at the very front that are the cleanest, and those I can wear after showering. And then in between, I can only wear those after I've slept because I shower at night. So, like, I've been awake. It's been some time since my shower. I'm gonna shower soon, so I can wear the semi-dirty clothes because I'm not gonna waste perfectly clean clothes when I'm kind of a little bit dirty and gonna shower soon. But I also can't wear the really dirty clothes because they're too contaminated and too gross. Meow. Can I time this person out? Not for now. Maybe just a misunderstanding, because I thought that message was weird as well, but nah. What, Phoenix? Seriously, there's this one person who says things like this, but we all know it's not true. Known compulsive liar. Oh. I wouldn't assume that somebody talking about abuse is lying. I feel like it's best to believe them. Like, innocent until proven guilty. Because imagine somebody's actually being abused and they try to tell you and you just write it off as a lie. I feel like it's much better to give somebody support and then find out, oh, they were just looking for attention, rather than invalidating and dismissing somebody who's actually asking for help. I only stand wearing socks when sleeping, although our floor is ceramic and it gets cold in the winter, I will never wear socks. Alright, bro. To each their own. To each their own. Can't relate. Socks keep my feet clean. I suffer from hoarding OCD because OCD can often overlap with different kinds. And before the start of this year, my room had so many things in it, even garbage that I had no use for, that I had stolen from others' trash, that I could barely handle the idea of getting rid of it. The cleaning process of my room was legitimately just as mentally exhausting as the breakup I had of a 6-year relationship. Holy cannoli. Wow, that's fascinating. Hi, Kiwi, can you take Devwee out of the cage for stream? Aww. One day. I'm really excited. No. Okay, tangent. You don't know how excited I am? Oh, speaking of the counter, we fixed it. It was counting coffees times 3 for some reason. Buy me a coffee, the value that they give to us, however retro-coded it, it must return the dollar amount, not the coffees. We were multiplying it by 3, but that made it 3 times too big. So we fixed it. That's why the percent is lower, but now it's accurate.
PLS go up 1%.
Thank you, Sharky. I appreciate it. Did we get the bits working yet? Another thing is that I don't know if bits are being counted yet. As soon as Retro fixes it, it should update. But I don't think bits add to the counter. Thank you, Alexander, for the follow, twin. I appreciate it. But yeah, like I was saying, I'm so excited to visit Dev because I am going to make videos with him. My femboy girlfriend is finally going to escape the basement, and I'm gonna make videos with him, and it's gonna be so fun. It's gonna be so fun. I'm so excited. Dev in a video. Doing Dev's makeup. Taking my puppy boy girlfriend into the wild. Femboy girlfriend sees the sun for the first time in 48 hours. Like, I'm so excited! The logic you're using is actually reasonable about the contamination OCD. That's good to hear, Mist. What do you say about people who are seeking attention? In what context? In what context? Thank you, Sharky, for the 70 florps, by the way. W, Sharky. Bro, Sharky is so wholesome, I swear to God. Sharky always brings whimsy and positivity to the chat. There's a saying, like, it's better for 100 guilty people to go free than for one innocent person to be imprisoned. A spin on that, it's better for 100 people to get support that's not deemed medically necessary by confirmed diagnosis than one person to go without support they need. I kind of agree with that. I mean, that saying kind of concerns me, the thought of 100 guilty people going free, but I completely agree with the sentiment that if somebody is sharing issues about their mental health, it is harmful to just assume they're doing it for attention. The best thing to do is to take them at their word and believe them. Because what if they're not lying and you just invalidated this person that's looking for help and looking for support? Hydrate! Another thing, self-diagnosing. This really ties into self-diagnosis. People who wear socks are the worst. Like, I want to see your feet. Alright, bro. What was I saying? This also applies to self-diagnosing, because there's such a trend of people making fun of self-diagnosing, especially for autism. Using, like, holy self-diagnosis as an insult, which to me is so stupid. Oh, we should do a Q&A, Philip. That's a good idea. It's so stupid to me. Insulting people for being self-diagnosed. Because chances are, they can't get a diagnosis for whatever reason, and self-diagnosis is the only option they have. It is better to support someone and find out, oh, they were lying for attention, damn, than to write someone off and invalidate them and disrespect them when they are actually just trying to label something about themselves and don't have the resources to get a proper diagnosis. I believe in this so firmly. Self-diagnosis is always valid. Informed self-diagnosis. Not that I support people just claiming they have autism for fun, but that is so much less of an issue than people that actually have autism receiving no support. It's so much less of an issue. People who are self-diagnosed cannot get tangible benefits from the government, from their workplace, from school. You need a professional diagnosis. So they're not taking any resources. Self-diagnosing does not take resources from, as some people would say, actual autistic people. It's not taking any resources. At the very most, they're gonna get support from their friends and family with that self-diagnosis. You can't get any tangible benefits from government, workplace, school, like I said. There are no resources being stolen. That's why it pisses me off so much, because people are acting like, oh, it's so annoying how everyone claims to be autistic these days. They're just attention seeking. It's stealing resources from actual autistic people. Brother, yes, lying about having autism is bad, but that doesn't mean you should suddenly hate self-diagnosis. What about all the people who are self-diagnosed because they literally can't afford a diagnosis, because they don't have access to a physician, somebody to diagnose them? And so they have to self-diagnose because it's their only option, and they've done the research, and they try their best to understand themselves, and they truly believe that they have autism based on all their research. What about them? You're just disrespecting the entire idea of self-diagnosing because a couple people lie about it? Anyway, can you tell that I'm passionate about that subject? Clickbait pondering stream. W Sharky. I always struggle with sensory experience of wearing socks, and I figured out that if I wear wacky mismatched socks, the joy I feel knowing that I'm wearing them makes the sensory experience bearable. Based. I love wearing socks. You will never see my feet. I can't stay for the stream right now, but I wanted to say thank you, Kiwi, for rating Panui the other day. I really liked finding out about him, and it made my day. Oh, that's so sweet. Thank you, Olive. W Olive. Thank you for joining us, Twin. Also, goodbye. Have a lovely rest of your day or night. I used to self-diagnose a shit ton as a baby because I was unawarely desperate for attention. Then when I started thinking I was trans and autistic, my friends at the time thought I was faking again. Aw. See, like, just self-diagnosing with no research, it's not good. But you're not stealing resources from actual, like, people that need it. It's just annoying. That's all it is. It's just annoying. When do we get the dev feet reveal? Okay. So...
Love it when you drop base takes along with a tangent.
Thank you, Mist. I appreciate it, Twin. Also, thank you for the 200 bits. W Mist. Shout out, Mist. Self-diagnosis is a step toward real diagnosis. If you have problems that match the problems associated with a disorder, researching strategies to help people with that disorder and identifying with it can lead to tangible good. Exactly! Why are people so afraid of self-diagnosing, brother? That's like the first step to getting diagnosed. You should be doing research. If you think that you have this certain disorder, why would you not do research? Do you just want to live in the dark? Do you just want to know nothing about it? Like, you can still do research on your own even if you're not a professional. generally, the best thing to do is to go to a professional, but what if you can't afford it? What if you don't have the resources, which is very common. It can be very expensive to get a diagnosis. Which is another baffling thing to me, because these people who are so against self-diagnosing are basically just spitting in the face of the people who literally can't afford a diagnosis. Philip, thank you for the 10 florps, twin. Enjoy the fireworks, twin. Goodbye, Philip. What was I talking about? Oh yeah, it's really baffling to me because this is also skewed in favor of people who are wealthier, because if you're wealthier, you're more likely to be able to afford a diagnosis. Whereas if you are poorer, you are less likely to be able to afford a diagnosis. So I would guess, as a non-professional, then it's easier for wealthier people to get diagnosed. And it's more common for poorer people to be self-diagnosed. Is that a preposterous assertion? Because that's what it seems like to me. And that seems really messed up to me. That you're going to disrespect this person and invalidate their self-diagnosis just because they can't afford it. Or if they don't have the time. Or consider this, if you're getting tested for autism, there's a good chance that you have autism. And do you know the steps that go into scheduling an appointment? That is not preposterous, mama. Thank you, Phoenix. Thank you, Phoenix. Do you know the steps that go into getting a diagnosis? Bro, that shit is hard. You gotta, like, call people and you gotta do adult things. Things that are hard for some autistic people like me. You have to set aside time. It's an interruption in your routine. Some autistic people really work well with a routine. You gotta interrupt that. You gotta call the place. You gotta find the right place. You gotta pay a bunch of money. You gotta give a bunch of hours up. It's a lot. Ow! Yeah, like here in Egypt, good luck getting diagnosed. It's so fucked. That's so unfortunate. What's your stance on meds for mental illness? That's a topic that I'm not really educated on. I tried meds for my ADHD. Didn't go well. I didn't respond well to them, so I hopped off, and now I'm unmedicated. That's all I know. Ow! Me when I'm in a passionate competition and my opponent is Kiwi. Docs said I get coffee count, but I actually got money count. Oh, so the docs are incorrect. Okay. It's also worth noting that sometimes the diagnosis can be a hindrance. Sometimes having that on your medical record can lose you opportunities, and if you know you have it and can still manage it without official supports in place, sometimes it's better to stay self-diagnosed. Also extremely true, brother. I mean brother in a gender-neutral sense, by the way. Should I train myself out of saying brother? Because I say brother all the time. But I feel like most people consider it to be gendered, and I'm the weird one. That's so true, though. Like, if I have what I need, and I don't need the benefits from the workplace or whatever, and I've done my research, and I've set up things in my life that help me with a certain disorder, do I really need the official diagnosis? That is a good question to ask. Kiwi Hamoud dance out of nowhere. Are you saying that I did it, or are you saying that I should? Got a psych ed, psychoeducational assessment, not even including full testing for disorders like autism, and it cost $3,000. Oh my goodness gracious. It's a reasonable assumption, depends on state, insurance, etc. Makes sense. I'm on SSRIs, selective serotonin reuptake inhibitors. I love learning about neurotransmitters. And on a stimulant for my anxiety/OCD and ADHD, and they benefit me a lot. They aren't for everyone, but they can be very helpful. That makes sense. That makes sense. How are you doing, Kiwi? Hello, twin. Hello, Adamimi. I'm doing really good. How are you, twin? Kiwi, I use the words bro, man, dude constantly. I called my 60-year-old history teacher, who was a woman who looked almost exactly like a cartoon swamp hag, dude more than once. Isn't a cartoon swamp hag like a derogatory, mean term? Is that bad for me to say? Can you believe the first ever person to be diagnosed with autism passed 3 years ago? Really? Wait, really? Whoa. I mean it lovingly? Oh, okay. Can we all pray for Egypt to not lose 5-0 against Argentina? I am actually rooting for Egypt because I think their flag is really cool. Go Egypt. What day did you raid Panui? I missed the raid on whatever day you did that. I wanted to go back and see how that raid went. Well, first of all, I don't think you can go back and see it because it would be on Panui's VOD, not mine. Meow. Aww. Thank you, Sharky. W Sharky. Sharky with the cold brew. Tia Sharky is so generous. I'm pulling up the message immediately. I wish Buy Me a Coffee would let the whole message show up. Bleemy Gleamy versus Sicky Sticky. Who will win? Beamy Gleamy engages and outgauges emanational optical beams, forming rectilinear connections, opposing thou form of cattywampus perchance, but of course. Sicky Sticky, on the other perchance, enforces and outforces adhazable appendages of biomological illnesses, per happen chance. I believe it was myself who perchance said, the proof is in the pudding, but pudding proof in a proven pudding proves that proofing the pudding with proven proof. So wise. So wise. This Sharky is full of infinite wisdom. Who the fuck is Beamy Gleamy? Oh. I was going to go through Panui's VODs to check how it went. I just don't know what day it was. Oh, I'm pretty sure we rated Panui on multiple days. Like maybe 5-6 days ago. I think there were 2 raids to Panui's channel. Meow. One of the types of people I do not like are ones who are allergic to nuance and want the world to be simple. Autistic people complicate things. That's my hypothesis for why some people don't like autistic people. Or try to give definitive reasons why they exist. I get that. I think I get that. People just don't want to take the time to learn new things. Like, neurotypical people who aren't familiar with autism might not want to take the time to learn about it. Is that what you're saying? I understand. Maybe there's some people out there like that. Who's Panui? Panui is a streamer that we rated twice. Sharky sent that exact message in general earlier today and we had a back and forth. Okay. What's the Messi versus Ronaldo drama? Not drama, just like online discussion. Bro. I keep getting this AI ad for Messi. I believe it was with ChatGPT. And it's that one ad where he's like, yo, make a picture of me with blue and white hair. What is autism? I recommend Googling that, Twin. And it's he takes a selfie of himself and then he says, yo, make me with blue and white hair to match the Argentinian flag. And then it does it. And then he's like, the team's gonna laugh. Now I want to see all of them with this type of hair, or something like that. I keep getting that dumbass AI ad, and it's like, why are we still supporting this guy? He got bought out by ChatGPT? Why are we glazing him? I'm not one to, like, take up my pitchfork and get all angry about it, but he's so glazed, and he just casually does an AI ad right in front of the entire world. I just don't understand the glaze. I understand not being extremely angry about it, but, like, that's hella cringe. That's hella cringe. Very cringe. And he's glazed out the wazoo. Out the wazoo. Ew, I see the Messi ad too, yeah. Meow! I'm about to set off some fireworks, just popping in to say happy 4th. Hello, Buggy! Happy 4th, Twin. Enjoy the fireworks. I am professional at bullshitting and will not be outswagged in such a manner. Meow! Have you seen that Spider-Man Messi ad? I don't think I have. But, like, to me, that just looks like he's getting bought out. And not just bought out by ChatGPT. Like, pack it up. Everyone's got a price. Maybe. I'd like to think that I would never be able to be bought out by ChatGPT. Of course, can I say anything with certainty? No, but I feel like no amount of money could make me go, yeah, I want to plaster my face on this ChatGPT ad. Yeah, exactly, Bodhi. I was thinking the same thing. Bought out when he is already rich enough. That's exactly what I was saying. No, I'm gonna talk bad about Messi. This is the mentality that I don't understand. People are just like, la 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 la, gonna glaze my glorious king and not pay attention to anything he's doing. If it's slightly unsavory, or more than slightly unsavory. Just wait until Kiwi goes mainstream. We are all switching up on our day ones and getting bought out by ChatGPT. No, but like Abodi, that's what I'm saying. He's so fucking rich, right? He's one of the most famous soccer players ever. He must be loaded. So why in the world does he need even more money? It just doesn't make sense. I would like to think that if I was that rich, I would never even think, even if I wasn't that rich, I would never even think about doing a commercial for something that I am morally against. It's just so cringe. It's so cringe. Why? He has plenty of money. Retro, can I do it after stream? I won't stream for that long. I would not participate in an AI ad. I'd rather live on the street and eat tumor-riddled rodents than associate with that. See, I have this philosophy that, of course I want to strive for success in life, but it reaches a certain point where you don't need more money. That's why billionaires are so baffling to me. This is something that I've never understood. I don't know if I'm the problem, but it just makes no sense to me that there are actual, like, people out there with hundreds of billions of dollars, and there are also people dying of starvation. Like, is that just me? Am I misunderstanding something? Because to me that seems insane. If I had $100 billion, I wouldn't be able to sleep at night. I'd be donating that shit as fast as I could. There will never be a need for that much money. Yeah, he's literally worth $1 billion? Why the fuck did he need to do an ad with ChatGPT then? Also, I'm not sure if it's ChatGPT. It could have been a different AI service. Millionaires can, in fact, end world hunger and still have some money left. Exactly. This is what I don't understand. I mean, he is 40. How many 40-year-olds have you seen that are against AI? True, it's just really cringe. And I don't understand why people glaze him so much when obviously he's very passionate about money and he is okay with AI. And a lot of people, I feel like a lot of people around my age, like Gen Z, are glazing him. And yet, I like to believe that also a good portion of Gen Z individuals don't support AI. Some people just want to sit on a throne made of gold and hoard. What's hoard? But yes, Mist, I agree. It reaches a point where the people in VC don't need to keep going. They already hit 100 hours. Now we gotta hit 1,000 hours in VC. For those who don't know, there have been people in this, is it what, General 2 or something? VC? For like 130 hours now. It's because he can kick a ball good. No, that's what I'm saying. I think most of the glaze is in terms of soccer skills, TBH. Exactly, that's so stupid to me. Oh, this billionaire is so money hungry that despite having $1 billion, he still chose to do a commercial with ChatGPT. But he kicks the ball good, so I'm still gonna glaze him. It's just cringe. It's just cringe. Again, like, I'm not angry, I'm not, like, taking up my pitchfork going to riot, but it just... Why? Why? 140 hours and like 45 minutes, and it's in gaming VC. Oh! For some, he is practically their idol. They watched him since they were kids, but I will never understand it since I don't even like football. Yeah. Also, according to my boyfriend, Ronaldo's backstory is much more inspiring. Please correct me if I'm wrong, because I know jack shit about those two individuals, and also about soccer. But according to Dev, Ronaldo grew up poor and he, like, worked with his mother to raise money, something. He worked really hard. He would show up 2 hours early to practice, shit like that. Whereas Messi, it's nothing like that. Ow! Not to be political, but can we get Bath Cat on screen again? I'm picking up what you're putting down. I'm picking up what you're putting down. Get a load of William Shakespeare over here. Okay. Cry. I meant cry emoji. Midnight, I thought you were being mean for a second. In my chat. Maybe, but Ronaldo is washed these days. Messi's still at least good at the game. Brother, I don't give a fuck how they play soccer. I'm just saying, like, these people's morals... Is this true? I feel like this would be more widely known. That was true. What? Yes, unfortunately. What? It is true. What the fuck? It's true? Why? Then why does he still get glazed? No, because that's one of those things, you know when they say separate the art from the artist? And it's like, okay, to some extent. He admitted to it in court? What the fuck? Yeah, like, people say separate the art from the artist, separate the soccer playing from the player, whatever the fuck. But it reaches a certain point where somebody does something so despicable that you just can't separate it. And I feel like rape qualifies as one of those things. I don't know about you, but I feel like that qualifies as one of those things that would make you stop supporting someone, even if it's like, oh, I don't like his morals, I just like his soccer, but he's a rapist. He said he didn't know that consent could be revoked. Is it his first day on Earth? Meow! And you're still not glazing him, right, Phoenix? It's crazy. Okay, hi, I'm back. That Panui person seems pretty possum. Hello, Animalokers. Is it an allegation without evidence? Sounds like he admitted to it in court. Hello, Master Mood. Hello, Lyndon. Greetings, twin. It was dismissed because the court ruled the evidence was illegally obtained. Oh, so it's confirmed but dismissed because the evidence was illegally obtained? Huh? We're talking about Ronaldo. I was talking about how I don't understand why people glaze Messi so much. Just because he seems kind of cringe. Wow, Sharky! Is that Habibi Hamoud? I was saying that the Messi glaze is cringe because he did an AI ad, even though he's already a billionaire, which is just baffling to me. And then they informed me that Ronaldo is also a questionable character. Hamoud? 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 But yeah, let's talk about something that is less very intense and saddening. OMG Kiwi, you knew it to mood, I'm really proud. Thank you! I saw the huh, and I also saw ood. And then I saw that the same word repeated a lot, so I inferred. I mean, as much as there wasn't a ton of evidence on its own, him literally saying he didn't know consent could be revoked during that case is pretty damning. Yeah, agreed. I'm not making any statements, I know nothing about this, but what the fuck do you mean you didn't know consent could be revoked? What? Did the individual, like, sign a blood pact or something? Like, what? Bathcat. Oh, I don't have Bathcat. I need to add it back. Again, one day Streamlabs just randomly stopped working, and in an attempt to fix it, I cleared out a lot of my images that I had saved, and then I fixed it, but the images aren't back yet. Meow! Meow! Bathcat. Hydrate! Everybody make sure to hydrate, okay? Well, and if that's your response to being accused in a court of law? What do you mean, Meatball Jones? I would agree that's pretty embarrassing. It's like terrible and concerning, especially given the context of the case, and it's also really embarrassing. A grown man not knowing that consent can be revoked? What the hell? Oh my gosh, guys, oh my gosh, I'm so excited. Did you guys know on my extras channel there was that one video where I just briefly talked about some feminist things, and I posted it. It's called Kiwi Talks a Bit About Feminist Things, and I didn't think much of it. And then it somehow got 350 views, which is pretty high for that channel. So I was wondering, like, okay, maybe we're really liking feminism today? And I finally got around to checking the comments, and they're fucking abysmal. Somehow that video got onto the sexist, misogynistic, just depraved side of YouTube, and the fucking creatures, the homunculi that congregated in that comment section actually gave me brain damage. It was genuinely making me sad and stressed for a while. I was high-key perseverating on it, but then I made a video on it, talking about it, and just, like, laughing about it, and that really helped. Well, it's YouTube after all, true. It's called, Kiwi talks a bit about feminist things. It's on my Kiwi Extras channel. Please don't go attacking anyone. I also show everything in the video if you don't want to go to the trouble of looking. I bring it up, I watch the entire video, I look at all the comments in the video. But it was so therapeutic to go through that and just pick apart every comment and roast them, and yeah. I got recommended that video. It's on my watch later. Hell yeah, twin. Hell yeah. Did I turn off the comment? I did turn off the comments. Oh, that's right. I did turn off the comments. Just kidding. There's nothing you can look at. I wasn't going to, but then Retro recommended that I do, just because it's not even like it was me getting my feelings hurt. The entire comment section was just full of hate. Hate in all directions. I also don't want people to get insulted or hated on. I don't want to fight fire with fire, so I actually think turning off the comments was a decent decision. Wait! No, I didn't turn off the comments. What I did was I made it so only subscribers of 1 week could comment, and then I also turned up the strictness of the censoring. That's what I did, that's right. I remembered opening up the comments settings, but I forgot that I didn't actually turn them off. So you can still see the comments. And the video that I made was so enjoyable that I accidentally talked for 20 minutes. Meow! Ooh, I'll have to watch it later? Sounds good, Mist. Remember. Do not insult these people. I may have told them to get pregnant immediately, but do not follow my lead. Dev esoteric. Rules for thee and not for me. I can tell them to get pregnant, but not you. Oh man, they were awful. Like, they all came out of the ground to say awful stuff. It was really concerning. Like, in the year of our Lord and Savior 2026, saying shit like a woman's duty is to produce children, and if you don't, then you're broken and you're part of a mind virus. What the fuck? Name is Kiwi Draws. I've never seen you drawing. I promise that I draw a twin. I promise that I draw. I've actually been drawing a lot more recently, and it's really fun, and it makes me happy. See? This is something that I drew. It's Puppy. I'm a cat girl. That's awesome, twin. Meow. Also, welcome in, Steve. How do I say your name, twin? Meow. Meow. Hearing the Hamoud song has always been weird because Hamoud is my name, and it means I often hear the song repeated to me, specifically in all my life. That's funny. That's funny. W, it's spelled safe. Oh, so I say safe? Hello, twin. I do draw. And the other day, we had a bunch of really, really generous people on stream, Mist, Jace, and Banui, that purchased a commission for somebody else. And I've been working on those commissions right now, and they're super fun. I'm actually having a lot of fun. Holy shit, is that the C programming language? It is. It is. These commissions are actually rekindling my love for art. I feel like I just got into a rhythm of everything being so formulaic and so identical. And it's like, I was drawing things that were so similar and just doing it because I had to, because it was a commission, that I kind of got bored of it. But these commissions, I've been kind of getting a little bit more creative with it, and it's really fun. Like Ali's commission I just drew, it was my mind. I kind of spiced up the style a bit. I didn't go with the same, you know, realism sort of ish cartoony style that I've been doing, and it was really fun. The fake news is lying to you. She doesn't draw. Okay. Do not insult them because the choice by them is to make such comments already insult themselves enough. Exactly. What I said in my video is if we cyberbully them, then everybody loses. I truly don't think that the way is to fight fire with fire. What was that banger-ass Martin Luther King quote? Something about the only way to fight darkness is with light. I think about that from time to time. It's stuff like that that helps me not fall into the tempting trap of misandry. If you like them, I might have to pick another person in the community next week. This Mist is too kind. Yo, W massive pup we sit, W Mist. Why is this individual so generous? I'd love to see the actual drawings on the channel more. We all Yuri. Hell yeah, cat girl. I actually have a video called Kiwi Draws, I'm pretty sure. Or does Kiwi Draw, something like that, on my video that showcases a lot of my art. She doesn't know C, by the way. I do. Dev was teaching me C. I gave Kiwi full freedom for mine. That's another thing. I really love having full freedom. The more freedom I have on a commission, the more fun it is for me. OMG, getting a comm for someone else is so cute. Right? Right? It's so heartwarming. I was literally giggling and kicking my feet. Phoenix, if only someone did that for me. Phoenix, I've been saying this. As soon as I have a way to pay you that doesn't dox me, I'm commissioning you. And I'm getting you to draw me in dev. Like, I swear to God. I swear to God. Gulp. W missed. W missed. Why did Abodi just say AI art? The comments are not a vibe at all. Exactly. Exactly. They were really concerning. I actually had to take like 30 minutes to process them. They actually made me sad and distressed. Which made me disappointed, because usually I could handle hate comments much better than that. But for some reason the severity of sexism, the way that all the comments were agreeing, like how can you find so many brain dead people in one place? Meow. No, I want a kiwi calm. Aww. Phoenix, I'm gonna calm you. Get ready. Well, what if we did an art trade? Wait, hold on. Me and Phoenix art trade? That'd be so fun. Let me know, twin. Let me know. When your opponent punches and you punch back, you both get hurt. But when you choose peace instead, the only person who will hurt is the one who thought violence was the only option originally. Very wise. Very wise. Meow. Why TS robot LARPing as Kiwi? So I'm not a robot? Okay. Meow. Me want Kiwi kiss emoji. Phoenix, you're like the only person ever, other than Dev, that can talk to me like that and get away with it. Me want Kiwi kiss emoji. Oh, Aboni, you were talking about your drawing and so you said AI art. So you're saying that I'm AI. Okay. Kiwi is taking jobs from struggling AI artists. Art trade would be the smart option? Phoenix, make a ticket if you ever want to do an art trade, okay? Make a ticket and then we can talk about it if you ever want to do an art trade. That's what a robot would say. Okay. Pay commission by $19 Fortnite cards. Okay. There was that AI Kiwi short, that's true. Is that proof of me being AI? Physical pain is temporary, but moral guilt never leaves. True. AI Kiwi Love Island. Another thing? Oh my goodness gracious. Thank you so much, Mist. W Mist. That is my goat right there. 7 gifted. W Mist. Twin, you are so generous and so kind. That's my goat right there. And Safe got one, holy based. And Carrot and Henry Chustin and Duke. Thank you, Twin. I appreciate it. Bro, Mist and Banui really keeping everybody in this stream subbed. W Twinjamin. Thank you so much, Mist, truly. What was I even talking about? Did the counter update? Did it? Usually there's a bit of a delay, but did it update? 16.52? Meow! Let me know if it does. Smoking on my Twinjamin. Type shit. Subbed HDH. Okay. Okay. Alright, Sharky. And Pluffy Wuff got a sub. Pluffy Wuff. Hi at Pluffy Wuff. Smoking on my Twinjamin. I don't know why that's so funny to me. What was I talking about before Mist's very kind act of generosity? No problem, yo. That's my goat. What was I talking about? Gosh, it's like so far from my memory. Can you tell that I have unmedicated ADHD? I found out that memory is a component of intelligence, according to some models, because I was reading my Psychology for Dummies book the other day, and that made me realize, damn. Memory is a component of intelligence? Gulp? What does that make me? By the way, Kiwi, I just discovered I have a monitor that is as old as me, so I upgraded my setup to 2 monitors, but for a monitor from 2006, it's really good. I mean, that's good to hear, Bodhi. That's awesome. W Duke. W Duke. We were talking about the funny 3 numbers on the back of your card. Okay. Did anyone else see if it updated? I think it did. I think it did. You can, on YouTube, you can go back in the VOD and see it. Oh, we can tell you're unmedicated. Okay. 667. Okay. It might have disconnected when I made the new link, though. Safe says, Great Majesty, thy generosity doth shine as brightly as the morning sun, and for it I offer thee my deepest, most heartfelt gratitude. We got Shakespeare over here. W safe, W missed. I have great memory, besides the things I forget. Real. Oh, I'll be reading a portion of the second chapter tonight. Holy based. Mist is reading the same book. We're reading the same Psychology for Dummies book. Has anybody else had a day where they feel like their brain changed? Like I'm more aware of myself and my thoughts and why I do things instead of just being? That sounds like me when I get less than 6 hours of sleep. Oh, it just did. It took a sec. It was at 16.5 and it just went to 17.27. Really? Wow! Wait, whoa. It went up a whole %. Wait, that's awesome. Thank you so much, Mist. Try to be careful with your meows because my cat thinks it's a mating call. What? Words of a true scholar. Oh my god, bro, it's 11:12, stop with the fireworks. That's what I'm dreading. That's what I'm dreading. I better not be hearing fireworks at midnight tonight. Although I'm gonna be completely awake. I'm complaining as if it's gonna affect my sleep. I'm gonna be fully awake. I go to bed at 4 a.m. I am going to be fast asleep. Well after the fireworks have ended. I don't know what I'm LARPing about. Anyway, I just wanted to tell you about that one video because I'm really excited to post it. I might post it today. It's 20 minutes long. I'm talking the one about the sexist comments. 20 minutes long. I got so carried away. It was so much fun. Meow. Meow. I've actually only heard like 4 fireworks go off. This is pretty good. Hello, doctor. How are you doing, twin? In my area, they keep going until 4 a.m. and the next 2 days. Oh my goodness. I'm still hearing them and it's raining and thundering. Duke, I can't lie. Rain and thunder sounds really cozy and chill right now. I would do a lot for rain and thunder right now. Doctor, how are you doing today on a scale from 1 to 10, 1 being terrible, 10 being amazing? Be honest. I sleep with a fan so I don't hear it. I actually have the most elaborate setup to sleep. I oftentimes use my air purifier, which goes zzzz, and then I also sometimes use my fan, which goes zzzz, and then I also, if they're not dead, use my AirPods and put them to noise canceling. I just cut the music for you. What music? Meow. 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 In my area, they just keep going for the next week. Oh my goodness. My rescue dog, who has been shot in the past, is very scared when fireworks go off. Aww, poor baby. I love the thunder, I don't love the fireworks. That makes sense. My friend won't let me watch this. What does that mean? What does that mean? I'm doing terrible. Sorry to hear that, doctor. Fully based sleep setup. Thank you. What can I say? I'm a very light sleeper, so I need like all the defenses possible to keep myself asleep. Meow! Meow! Okay, guys. I'm gonna go eat dinner. I'm hungry. I'm gonna edit the video that I am really excited to post. I had so much fun making it. Can't let gang know I enjoy watching this. So, make sure to be kind to yourself and take care of yourself, okay? Have a lovely 4th of July if you celebrate it. And I will see you maybe tomorrow. I think I'm gonna stream tomorrow. Maybe. Oh, raid. You're right. Are we raiding? We can raid. Is anybody online that I raided before? Bye, Phoenix. Thank you, Mist. I appreciate it, twin. Thank you, Abodi. How do you think being autistic affects sleep? Does it? Yes, it does. If I recall correctly, there is a high correlation between being autistic and having a sleep disorder. Very interesting. Very interesting. Okay, nobody that I rated in the past is online, so why don't we just not do a raid today, okay? Guys, take care of yourself and be kind to yourself. Embrace the insomnia. Leave the sleep before it leaves you. Okay. Bye, guys. Take care of yourself. Bye-bye.